And here is another update to our Google Maps URL builder. So what do we have in this update? What have we released? So let me show you guys. Google Map URL, keywords, same. Zoom level. Now let's get to the zoom level. Now we have the zoom level, the latitude increase, and the control panel were updated with a couple more features. The zoom level, we now can randomize. We can select to randomize our zoom level. So if I select this option, I can select between a number, a zoom level number. So between 15 and another number, which in this case is 18. You can set this to up to 21 as a zoom level. So what Staxio will do when you enable this option is it will create a random number between these two zoom levels and create your links with different zoom level settings. So it's good if you like to have your links different at the zoom level setting. Now let's go to the latitude increase, which we can also randomize. So when I enable this option, again, same as in the zoom level, I can randomize, I can select to randomize between two numbers. In this case, it's 150.00153 and a latitude increase of 0.00353. You can come here and set any number you like. As I mentioned on one of our previous videos about the map URL builder, is don't go too far out with these numbers, as in, you can, like, going up from 3 to like 9 is already a lot. That's a big latitude increase. I recommend you stick with, we've configured Staxio to have the setting of 153 and 353. That makes already a lot of difference. I recommend you go, I don't know, up to 5. I'd like to use the settings. These for me are the sweet spot in terms of randomization, latitude randomization, and these numbers are working for me. Okay, let's move on to the control panel, because we have another feature that we have added to the control panel, and for the QR codes, specifically for the QR codes. What can we do now? Now we can have a custom height on the QR codes setting. You can go, so the numbers I use at the moment, is between 100 and 150. I think I like 100 the most so far. I'm still testing with these settings, so I'm pinning between 100 and 150. So play around with these numbers. They should be readable. If you have readable by a scanner, like QR code scanners, like for example on your mobile phone. So if you create these QR codes and then you scan the number with for example, your mobile, and it doesn't scan, so come here on the setting and increase it. So if you have 100, increase it to 150. If you're unable to scan the QR codes that the Maps URL builder creates, and we'll do a couple of examples in a bit. So let me just go all the way to show you what the additional new settings are with this update. And the last new setting with this update is we can select to create QR codes either in rows or columns in our Google Sheets. So by default, the Maps URL builder creates QR codes in a row at the top of the Google Sheet, and I'll show you an example in a little bit. We'll do a couple just so you understand what I'm talking about. And if you want instead to create QR codes in a column next to your links in an individual column on your sheet, you can do so by enabling this option. So let's do an example of creating QR codes in a row with a height of 150, and we will enable randomization at the zoom level and the latitude increase. And so I was just testing this, so let me like local business in NYC. I already have a Google Maps URL here, so I'm just going to use one keyword. That's all right. And I'm not going to do link shorteners. So link shorteners option on the control panel remains exactly the same. It shortens your URLs and creates shortened links. So just to speed things up, I'm going to disable that option, and I'm going to build Maps URL, which will have QR codes created in a row at the top of our Google Sheet. So let's take a look at that example first, and then I'll show you another one. We'll enable the column option, and I'll show you that in example build. All right, so let me go up to let me enable my Google Stacks dashboard, and I should have a new row. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to open my Google Map URLs sheet. So this is what I meant. I have now a 150 with square width and height with dimensions at the top of my Google Sheet with my QR codes in a single row. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back and do let's do 100, and in a column, do another build. So I'm gonna leave this open, this Google Sheet open, and once the build completes, we're gonna compare both Google Sheets. Scroll back up. You can see that I have maps as a keyword, so I only want to see Google Maps types of builds, because if I delete that, it's going to show me everything. So what I do is I type in maps, and then I only have my Google Map URLs build type. So once Staxio completes reloading my table, I'm going to open the Google Sheet. All right, so this is our second Google Sheet, which should have our QR codes in a column, in a single column, and there we go. So this is the difference, right? So I have QR codes in a column here, in this column, my Google Sheet, because I've selected the column option on the QR codes control panel. And on the first Google Sheet was this one, we have QR codes in a row at the top because I have disabled this option. So that's pretty much for this update. The randomization of both the zoom level, the latitude increase, and then the QR codes on the control panel, where we can configure a custom height and select to build our QR codes in a row or in a column. So I hope this was clear, and if you have any questions, you know what to do. Jump into our mastermind, and we're all in there to help. Thank you.